Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So you look at this situation and the relocation. It's worked other places. You've got the 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out of the Bay Area. Of course, the 2 New York teams. Now 2 teams calling Houston home. Well, we know that they do things big here in Texas, and if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a second team. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Go Silver, ready? Hey! Tiger Hornet.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
73.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and a couple.
63, 63, 63. No.
Now a give, right side, Swift. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Hurts changing up the play. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play,
touchdown! DeAndre Swift, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Oilers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for the... Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
No,
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Here's Swift. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
On 2nd down, Swift. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's Hooker. He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Here we go, here we go. Kevin Pirate. Ready.
Hooker's going to throw it. That's down the field for Jefferson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he is caught. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
63.
Hurts. Now he's loose at the 40. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Smith, 71 yards. And the Oilers are able to stretch out their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
19 Lions.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Hooker, escaping the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A give right side for Pacheco. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Dallas got it. 72 yards. And the Oilers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Dancing to his left.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Alert!
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19 tight. Not on the ball.
They go play action. Here's Hooker.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On first down, Hurts.
Smith catches left side. Now a timeout taken.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Oilers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Out of the gun now on third down.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Touchdown!
Quez Watkins.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Oilers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hooker now on second down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Hooker going to change things up a bit.
2nd and 9 now. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And now an audible here into something else.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal.
This from 32 yards away. The kick by Joseph is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They go play action with Hurts.
Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
73. 73.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get it inside the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
They'll look to throw here.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
63, 63, 63.
Looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dallas Goedert. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Oilers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Captain 60, Captain 60. Crack all 80.
Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ready.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Hooker over the middle, complete to Addison. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here.
Three. Ready.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Hooker. He gets it to Addison. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
3rd and goal, try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. Hooker. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Great.
2nd and 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And got his man complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
On the jump. Ready.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this one is incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Now a 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Here's Hooker. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Hooker.
And it'll be intercepted.
Keely Ringo picks it off.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Forced out to his left. This is caught. It's Brown.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum.